Good morning. I just wanted to make a quick little video to show you how I'm planting my peppers. It's a 4x8 foot bed, so I'll be planting, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 plants in this bed. But I'm, again, experimenting a little bit. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I don't know if you can see it because there's grass in here too. But this is completely full. It's a 5-gallon bucket full of rabbit poo. And so I have gone through and put rabbit poo in each one of the holes. I'm also going to be using this to minimize transplant shock when I put the peppers into the holes. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. All right, here is the pepper bed. Like I said, this has got, the first 2 rows are red bell peppers, and then a row of green bell peppers and a row of yellow bell peppers. And then these, I'm not sure what these are because the little thing broke off. But I want to say they're probably green bell peppers. The leaves looks very similar. And then I have a row of chili peppers or Anaheim peppers, and then a row of cayenne peppers down here at the end. And so I added the rabbit poo to each one of the holes. I also sprinkled a little bit of Myco Bliss in there to minimize transplant damage. And I did go through and pinch off the very bottom leaves that were like, you know, when you start a seed, you get those first 2 leaves that come out. They don't need those. And so I want all of the energy to go to the other leaves to grow them. So yeah, here is our pepper bed. Actually, this is just one of our pepper beds. Jackson and I planted this last night. So all of these in the center are jalapenos, except for these 2 on the end, and those are poblanos. And we planted a bunch of jalapenos because we like to make salsa. We like jalapeno peppers. Randy likes jalapeno poppers. I mean, all of it. And then we planted the 2 rows in the center, and then we went down one side and planted red onions, and down the other side and planted white onions. I know that those are supposed to already be in the ground, but hey, I had them, and so I planted them, and we'll see what happens. These were actually already sprouting in the box that I had them in. So we'll see what happens. But this bed, I'm curious to see how this one performs compared to that one that we just did this morning, because this one does not have, it does have the Myco Bliss in there with the transplants, but it does not have rabbit poo in it. So I'm hoping that that will energize those peppers back there and get them growing. And I will probably come back and put rabbit poo like around each one of the plants on top of the soil to help with that too. So my next step is going to be, there's actually over there in the chicken run, there is a flattened out pile of compost that my chickens have flattened out. I'm fairly certain, since they flattened it out, and they do this all the time, and we pile it back up, and they flatten it out, and then we pile it back up. And that's what they do. They kick it around, they process it. That's what's supposed to happen, moving it around, right? However, I don't think that it's gotten hot enough to actually turn into compost, but it will be some pretty amazing mulch. And so I'm going to bring that over here and mulch all of these beds with the stuff that we've made on our property. So we've got this mulch here that we put down in the pathways that were from cedar trees that were on our road that the state came through and cut down because they said they were too close to the road. And they dumped 2 piles of that after they chipped it up in the front of our property for us. Randy went out and asked them if they would do that, and they were like, sure. I'm not going to mulch with this stuff in the garden beds, mainly because, I mean, I don't know. You can comment below, because like we all know, I don't know what I'm doing, seriously. But it takes a long time. I do know it takes a long time for cedar to break down. I know it's chunked into small pieces and everything, and maybe it would work as mulch on the garden bed, but I kind of feel like the stuff the compost that we were making in our chicken tractor on steroids, even though it's not completely compost yet, I feel like it would be more nutritious and better to put into the beds. So that's what my plans are. But I don't know about using the cedar mulch in the beds, just because it just takes forever for it to break down, and we want stuff that's going to feed the soil, right? So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And I may get another bed planted, but it's starting to get in the warm part of the morning, and I don't like to plant when it's really warm outside. I don't feel like it's good for the plants. So I may come back out this evening and work on it some more. I think I'm going to stick a couple flowers in here to attract pollinators. But yeah, God bless you. Have a great day.